I really don't want to spend my time filming vlogs about the human condition, or when sometimes I want to spoil myself with something to eat or drink. I'm not going to tell you where I am, but I'm going to tell you that I wanted to watch a Netflix episode, Invasion, finally, and I'm surprised there is internet here because they said it doesn't always work, but it's too slow. I can't even. It's too slow to play an episode of Netflix that I'm paying for. Bravo, Canada. So after hours, I finally talked to a staff at the Smithers Airport because the other lady that works for not Air Canada, she comes back to me after I'm on the phone with Air Canada, interrupts me when I'm trying to press the button. Pretty sure she can notice this. So I said, oh, I give up because Air Canada's phone service was developmentally disabled. You know, it wastes my time with things like repeating the assumption that I have arrow points that I want to use. Like twice it says this, even though I chose that's not what I want. I'm not even sure if it was actually related to, when it says new flights, I'm not even sure if it's related to booking a flight. The use of English was, and of course it's related to their assumptions when they program these things. It has nothing to do with the different individual practices of, you know, an Homo sapien living among the Homo communio. Anyway, so waste my time. The lady, she kind of she decides to come back to me after she finished on the plane. She used that as an excuse. She was a bit busy before, but she still is extremely dysfunctional in her mind. Like I have to repeat myself. Like I'm telling her things, and she's totally missing what I'm saying. How do you help somebody when you can barely pay attention to what they're saying, when supposedly you're finally free now to help them? I'm not making this stuff up. Now, if I tell this lady, you know, your mind is maybe, you know, the tests you can give other animals for sentience, like let's say looking in the mirror, I'll put in a title. I don't think most of you would pass this test anymore if you have a job. So anyways, this lady, like I'm saying, well, why would I bring a backpack with my motorcycle helmet and my motorcycle gear if it's my motorhome I'm going to get in Kootenay and not my motorcycle that I was telling her about? You know, like, I didn't say it like this, but man. Anyways, so finally the Air Canada lady comes, and I kind of ask her right away. I said I'm here to book a flight because the websites are and phone calls are dysfunctional. And again, this is a town they confirm has no travel agent. So, oh no, we're not trained for that. We're only trained to show up for a few hours, prepare people to load and board. Oh my. Not trained to book a flight as an Air Canada staff that works in an airport. Canada, good luck with that, eh? So anyways, I leave and I go and stop at a garage that I thought might want to kind of return my Lord Coast starter and get a Napa, except that would take weeks to get an appointment, and you know, I'm talking about what it's really like and what's happening, and I think she's training a lady, so she doesn't want to connect that young woman to the reality that's happening in their industry, right? So she kind of rationalize excuses for, oh, they're so overworked there at these auto parts place that we have. But that's why they're contributing to the Anthropocene. So I go to Burger King. I'm excited. It's open, but it's not really open. Like they're not finished building the rest of the stuff to walk into the door. And I wash my hands at first, and there's nothing there to dry your hands. Not even a roll of portable paper that was somewhere else in the corner of the store on the ground with construction stuff. And big line of people, as if, you know, Smithers needs more fast food to help people's brains. Because there's a McDonald's here, there's a Dairy Queen here, an A&W here, a Tim Horton here. I just wanted something different because I miss Burger King from before. But anyways, it was pretty discouraging being there. At least I got to wash the bathroom and dry my hands on my shirt, which hopefully didn't make them too dirty again. Then I come to Subway here, okay? Because I've been craving Subway. And by the way, I wanted to go to the pool. I've told people I'm going to go to the pool here. And I haven't been at the pool once here, and I've been here almost 2 weeks now. And I realize it's trauma. It's trauma. It's my birthday soon. And I'm thinking, what can I buy for my birthday that's affordable? Like maybe going back to Burger King when there's less people. And I'm so afraid to be disappointed spending a little bit of money for a birthday occasion. I'm so afraid. I'm afraid to go to the pool only on my birthday with all the trauma I've had from other pools now at this point, and be disappointed with spending, let's say, less than $7 on myself for my birthday. I come here at the well, and there's a mess on the floor of something somebody dropped, and it's still there. And when it's my turn, there's like a couple of staff, but they're not like helping customers. One's kind of somewhere else doing something, and the other's in the back, and the other lady has to go get them. This other lady, by the way, is not super attractive, okay? But I'm looking for a date for my birthday. But I'm thinking I would give a chance, and I have in the past, to ladies I don't necessarily find attractive. But the way she was multitasking in a way that made me have to repeat myself when I'm very clear. I've never worked at a Subway. I know how to choose the bread. I know how to say, it's pizza sub, and I'll put tomato, and she puts a different cheese. Oh no, does it have to be that cheese? I say, leave that piece on, don't take it off, it's on the sauce already. But then I think she punished me by putting a little bit less of the grated cheese. So, and I said extra toasted, longer than usual, and then I reminded her to, because she pressed the same amount of time, to press another smaller amount of time. So for me, it's walking among the Homo communia who are increasingly becoming developmentally disabled, and that includes not just people in fast food. It includes people in hospitals, people that work in education, people that work in politics, people that work in human rights, people that work in all the different places where you believe you can count on them. Anyways, on the floor, I asked, before she finishes my sandwich, I said to the other girl that was going to do the other part of the sandwich, I said, don't put your gloves on yet, because she just got payment from the other lady. And I said, do you have one of those things to put on the floor when it's wet, like plastic thing you open up? Puts the gloves anyways, as she's talking to the other girl about this in their language, which is from a country where their president is for the second time talking to the U.S. right now. And I've worked for that country in the 90s in Ottawa for a short stint as a driver. But also it's a country that, culturally speaking, the patterns are pursues quantity, not quality, and doesn't excel in honesty, let's say. You might say, Martin, how dare you? Well, it's a measurable cultural pattern. So, anyways, about what people really care about from certain cultures. And so the lady comes out with the mop and mops the floor everywhere, like a long stretch, and there's it's wet. But she cleans the tables first, and kind of semi-zonked out, the other lady. And but they never bring that sign. I ask again, do you know what I'm talking about? That sign, you open it up, it says wet floor. The other said, yeah, we have one of those. I said, do you have one? Yeah, nobody ever brought it out. I'm seeing an older woman walking after she paid, right? She's in a rush, she's walking away. She, well, actually, she might be my age, but she's chubby, I would say, and she's got shoes that, let's just say, are just waiting for a wet floor and a hospital room after that, right? And I'm like, oh man, this could very well be another way that I'm ruined. Can't watch Netflix, and I have to give first aid. But the other thing is, while I'm looking at this, I'm pushing a lid of a plastic bottle on the floor that somebody could slip on. And then I'm noticing a piece of little kid jewelry. I'm asking the mom, is that your kids? No, they pick it up. But I'm also noticing a $50 bill. The hell? The little girl sees. I'm talking to them, say, oh, look at this thing on the floor. And the little girl, before the mom said, be careful with the spill. The little girl's like looking like this, barely looking. She's afraid to see something evil like a spill, and doesn't see the $50 bills. So I pick it up and I say in front of everybody, I said, I'll give you my email before I leave, and if I get confirmation from all these cameras which one it was, I'll give it back if somebody comes back for it. And I say this in front of everybody. Now the little girl probably is like, is this guy incongruent? He just picked up a $50 bill. Shouldn't he be jumping with joy? Mom, that's the real $50. Yeah, whatever, man. Why would I be happy with a $50 bill when spending money in Canada, BC, is extremely demoralizing. Also, finding $50, which I really need, still can't afford to go get my motorcycle. Asking for help, asking everywhere, going everywhere. Hey, do you need this? Win-win scenario this way? Oh no, they won't deviate. We charge this much. That's why we're in the office most of the time. It's too expensive. And now $50 for me is a whole set of other problems. Remember, I'm Homo sapien. I have a particular code of ethics. I walk the talk of the human standards defined by sentience and sapien. So now it's like, oh man, $50. Now, like, what if I want to spend it? I have to wait, a certain amount of time for somebody to come. And then it could be a staff friend say, hey, you found my $50. No, show me video footage that it was you around that area at that time that dropped it, exactly where it was. I can show you exactly where it was. If you don't show me that, I'm sorry. I come into town here from doing errands, and it says, this is a Citizens on Patrol community. Well, I've already approached people and gave my information about volunteering, because it's in the paper and they need volunteers, and I still haven't heard. So, should we remove the sign? And do you accept Homo sapiens in Citizens on Patrol? Because not in the past. I tried one time in Courtney, and it's like, they're looking at me like, you're a bad sheep. You're not a good sheep. I know, I'm an Homo sapien. So it might be fun for you to find this $50, but it's not fun for me. Money is just, it ruins everything when it comes to living among you.